Welcome back to another Star Mini Gaming YouTube video. In this video I just wanted to really talk about two things. One, just kind of a general channel update video. I do these every so often for a couple of reasons. One, to help you, if you're subscribed to my channel, kind of understand what content I'll be putting out in the foreseeable future. And two, to just kind of touch base with those who might actually be interested, the handful that there probably are, in what's going on in my life. And the other thing I want to talk about in this video was, as you can see on this shirt, Warhammer 100. I've mentioned it before. It was, funnily enough, or ironically enough, I guess would be a better way to put it, in the news and rumors section whenever I was on Warhammer Weekly with Vince and Tom. And I found out that, it was, at a later date, I found out that it was the opening of store number 100 for Games Workshop in the North American continent, so US and Canada. And it just so happened to be a store that was opening up that would be about a 15-minute drive from my house, by far the closest GW to where I live. And it also happens that I happened to have met the guy who was going to be the shop owner. Talked to him a little bit, offered to help him learn Age of Sigmar a bit better than the one kind of demo halfway game that he'd played before. And so through getting to meet him, I was able to kind of establish a connection to where I could come up there and help run the event for the store opening. So I just came up there, talked with people who were interested in the hobby, and kind of gave tips to new players of both 40k and Age of Sigmar. Brought a couple Age of Sigmar armies up there to run some demo games. Got to run one and teach a few other people some of the basics of the rules, and really just got to have a really good time. It was awesome. AJ, the store manager, is a great guy. If you're anywhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, especially on the western side, definitely I would recommend stopping by. The store is on the corner of Overton and Hewlin. Overton Ridge, I believe it is. And that's a very, very busy area in Fort Worth. Two of perhaps it's basically the cross-section of two of the probably busiest streets in the town. But that being said, it was great. It was an experience I was happy to have taken part in, but that's not all that's been going on in my life. I've talked about it some in some of my other videos, but my second child has been born now. So that means, that content will probably be irregular. I don't want to say sparse, because I can see myself having time, at least once a week probably, to sit down and record a short video here and there to put up on the channel. The recent video that I put out about tactics in the Age of Sigmar has really gotten a lot of positive response, and has kind of inspired myself more in the direction of, I guess, clarified would be a better way to put it, clarified for myself more the direction I want to go more of with my channel right now. So I've got it here on hand to show and talk about a little bit. I want to do a series talking about the art of war, and more importantly how the concepts within it can be directly applied to wargaming. I mean, this book is, obviously ancient if you're familiar at all with the background of Sun Tzu, the ancient Chinese general, and basically the war that he was involved in, that is part of why he's so famous. And then eventually he retired and wrote this, and this is used, and required reading in some corporations, by certain sports teams and branches of the military. It's not limited to being a teachings on how to make war. It's really a good framework, I guess is the way to put it, for how to address or approach any kind of competitive setting, and that's why it's so widespread in its application today. But I think that the concepts within this are perhaps the greatest tools that I've learned in the years and hours I've spent studying tactics and strategies throughout history. The Art of War has probably been the most beneficial in terms of helping me to be consistently competitive in games and honestly have a pretty good record of wins to losses, which I'm competitive. I enjoy winning, and that's what I want, right? So I wanted to dive into the Art of War and how the concepts can be applied to wargaming. I really want to focus on doing a lot more tactics and strategy videos, not just for Age of Sigmar. Also do a couple specifically for 40k and for X-Wing, because I play those a fair bit. Maybe get into a few other game systems, talking about different strategies and such and how they apply in them. But we'll see. Those are the big three right now for myself. And those will probably be the ones that I focus on for now. But all that being said, I just wanted to give a quick update and let you know what's coming out soon for my channel. But until next time, this is James, and happy gaming.